So recently you might have seen that we did a review of the Jackery Explorer 240 and the Solar Saga 100 watt solar panel. We really enjoyed using these products, and we've been lucky enough to receive some more gadgets from our friends at Jackery in the shape of the Explorer 500 and the Explorer 1000. So this is like the full product range, and we're getting to trial them out and just see what they're capable of.
We know many of you used our discount codes and the savings that were up for grabs in our last video. They have now ran out, but Amazon Prime Day is upcoming and there's savings to be had. On June the 21st to the 22nd, you can get up to 30% off the Jackery range.
That's right, for 48 hours only, there's a lightning sale. So you can save yourself 30% off one of the Solar Saga solar panels, and you can save yourself 20% on any of the Explorer models, which does really add up.
Indeed it does. So the links will be down below for the Jackery Prime Day deals, and it's a fantastic opportunity to get yourself a powerful little electric generator.
So we will definitely be doing full product reviews of these extra units further on down the line. We have had a chance to use them, and from what we've experienced, they're really good. You know what we thought about the little Explorer 240. These are even better, really. Depends what your needs are. So definitely check out the links and see if Jackery is the right option for you.
Hello and welcome back to Flora and the Novice Explorers.
Once again, very sorry for leaving such a long time before we update people about what's going on, but we've been quite busy over the last few weeks.
Today you join us from our garden, which is attached to our little caravan. We've built a pallet wood fence, and this year we are growing vegetables. It's been fantastic weather for the past couple of weeks, and we've been enjoying getting outside in the garden, giving it a water at night time after I finish work, and it's just a nice place for Rufus to chill out and also be safe and contained.
Yeah, sort of paradise of dog poop at the moment, isn't it?
You're selling it, love, you're selling it.
Yeah, but it's worked out really well for us, and it's nice to just have that little bit of outdoorsy space right on your doorstep to look after, maintain, and you've done a really good job.
Thanks.
Well done.
I wouldn't have been able to do it without your help. That gravelling bit and slabbing bit, I was over it within a few hours. But anyway, today we want to give you a bit of an update in life. A couple of weekends ago now, we had a fantastic weekend at the Adventure Overland and Campervan Show.
International Campervan Show.
That's the one.
Bit of an amalgamation of shows, I guess, but it was a really cool event. We met so many cool people, whether that was fellow creators or people who subscribed to our channel or just strangers. Had so many interesting, cool, fun chats with people. I'm not going to name anyone because for sure I'm going to leave some out, and I don't intentionally mean to do that.
Yeah, so if you were there and if you came to see us or had a chat with us in the food stalls, thank you very much. You made us feel very
Humble?
humble, overwhelmed. The comments were just lovely, and I can't quite believe how much of an impact we've had on you guys when we just sit behind a camera from Europe most of the time, because that seems to be where people started viewing us. Yeah. Lockdown in Sardinia, I think that's where we will kind of be known for from our field research at the show.
It was just really nice to see the people that make up the numbers that you see on screen. We obviously chat to them online, Instagram and YouTube comments and stuff, but it can be hard to put real people behind that and to know that you've had a real effect.
Yeah, and the stories that come with those numbers, like people that came up to us and say, you're the reason why we've bought a camper van. You helped us make the decision to quit work, do up the camper van and just take off and enjoy life, which in some ways is a bit of a responsibility. I had quite a few wives come up and say, you're the reason why I let him buy a camper van, which I think I'm proud of that. I'll wear that badge of honour as long as you enjoy yourself.
Yeah, we take no responsibility financially.
No, not at all.
But it's so good to see that people are doing it. Maybe, seeing us to sort of
what are you going to call us now? Normal?
Yeah, well, I suppose so, yeah. You know, we didn't know what we were doing in any respect. But
Normal novices?
yeah,
Average Joes?
I suppose so, yeah. We just had a dream and made it come to fruition for a short while.
Yeah. Once again, everyone that saw us there, thank you to John and Mandy for the invite. Rufus was an absolute stunner all weekend. He was so well behaved.
He hardly made a peep, which was quite surprising because we were camping in the little YouTuber village and we thought he's going to be barking all night in the van, keeping everyone up, but far from it.
Yeah.
He was really good.
He was a social butterfly. He loved seeing all the dogs, all the strokes, all the love-ins. He was in his element. So we were pleasantly surprised, and I think it stands us in good stead for going travelling because we haven't really been anywhere yet.
Unfortunately, we were so busy at the show, either talking to people or having a quick glance around at what was going on, we didn't actually film a single second of footage. So big thanks to Bruce Lauderdale for lending us this footage to give a bit of context to the show and just give you a bit of an idea of how big it was. If you're gonna go to the one in September, I think, or next year, I definitely advise it. I'm sure you've seen people talking about it in other Vanlife videos, and everyone really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was so diverse van-wise. I think we're very much used to going to just VW festivals, and this was a lot more than that.
Yeah.
More than just campers. There was Land Rovers, Overlanders, as the name suggests, and just so nice to see so many familiar faces from YouTube, but also people that comment as well. So there's a couple of sorries that we'd like to say. Number one is to Ian Scorch. Shout out Ian if you are watching. He messaged us because he couldn't find us, but our Facebook Messenger app for Flora and the Novice Explorers was not working properly, so he didn't end up getting to see us even though he was at the festival.
Yeah, sorry about that. It's been a bit of a nuisance, isn't it, that messaging? It's not working very well.
And also, there wasn't any maps particularly printed, so that was another issue. And also, we didn't get enough time with our mate Lee Glaves. We said come back later, but I don't quite know what happened, if we went for food or what, but Lee had emailed us to keep us updated last year when we were coming back via the Channel Tunnel, and we wanted to actually have a good sit down and maybe even a beer with him, but we didn't get a chance to do that. So shout out Lee, sorry mate.
It was nice to see you though, regardless,
yes.
albeit a bit briefly. So hopefully we'll see you at the next one, or future events hopefully, because we'll make our, we really enjoyed ourselves, so we're going to do our best to make it to future ones.
And the weather was fantastic, wasn't it?
A little bit too good really.
As you can see from the photos on our Instagram and Facebook, I caught the sun and got a little bit burnt on my face and chest. And yes, thank you very much for all of the birthday messages. I was a year older on the Sunday at the event, and thank you for my cupcakes.
It's all right, they went down a treat, didn't they?
Absolutely.
So what we're going to do now is steal an idea from John and Mandy. Obviously we're talking to a lot of people over the weekend, and a lot of the same questions start to arise, which makes sense. People want to know what's going on. So what John and Mandy did was just answer the most common questions they had at the show in a video, because obviously that's the general vibe. That's what people are curious about. So that's what we're going to do, essentially. So thank you for the idea, John and Mandy.
So question one, what would you say the most popular question was?
What's next?
What's next?
I think. Well, where are you travelling to next? Which is still a loose plan for us. We've decided that this year there's not going to be anything major.
No, we've got a few like family holidays and stuff, all local to England, and we're hopefully going to get up to Scotland in October for a couple of weeks and maybe meet some of our friends up there. But that's this year written off for travel, I think. Saving the pennies and getting ready for 2022.
And that's where we're going to plan initially to go to Norway. Hopefully. We obviously discussed this with a couple of people. That's our next goal. We want to do about 3 months in Norway, hopefully see the
midnight sun.
I was going to say the winter sun, but we're going to go in like June, so that's wrong. But yeah, spend our 3 months, because obviously with the Brexit, Schengen, 90 days in, 90 days out, kerfuffle, we're going to have to see what happens. But hopefully we'll be able to save enough money to do Norway justice, because it's going to be quite expensive. And then we should come back, maybe do some work, earn some money, and then we should have still a nice little honey pot to go and get some winter sun.
Honeypot. So we plan to go to Norway in June, this time next year, 2022, for 3 months avec Rufus. That is the next big adventure.
But before that adventure really kicks off, we've decided to utilise this time as best we can and do some probably much needed upgrades to Flora. And we will be producing a very small mini-series about these upgrades we're doing. That'll be out over the next probably 3 or 4 weeks, depending how quickly we can compile it all.
So here's a little teaser of what the van currently looks like. It's as if we've stepped back in time. We've had to undo some of the hard graft that we did and tidy up some of the messes that we made back in the day.
It's shocking how easily and quickly it starts to not look like a camper van anymore. But it's going to give us a real good opportunity to clean it and rethink some things. So actually today we're going to take the van to have its upgrades done because some of them we are not capable of doing. Well, we might be able to.
I just don't want to do it. She's so far down the line now that if we drill a hole in her that is irreversible and fundamentally wrong, we're in big trouble. And so that's what's happening.
So we're getting professional help, but that's very exciting. Really looking forward to it. And Flora will be nearly the most perfect version of a van for us.
Whilst we're here actually at this, one of the other questions that we had at the weekend is if we will ever think about a pop top, and in Flora the answer is still no.
Well, at least for the time being. The good thing is it's always going to be an option. Obviously you might have to adjust the roof rack solar panel situation, but if we wanted to keep Flora and, you know, as we get older, or I don't know, if Rufus demands more space in the van, then yeah, we'll do it. But we got by the whole year without, I mean, it's not always perfect, is it?
No.
But when you're wild camping, sometimes you don't want to draw attention to yourself by popping up the roof as well. So would we actually use it as much? I don't know.
No. Next question was, do we miss travel? Oh yes.
No.
Absolutely. Don't lie.
I would rather be at work, Megan, than sitting on a lovely beach or snorkeling anywhere. Yeah, miss it. Like, it's weird. It's been quite a while now, so we've sort of slipped back into the routine and sort of like the mundaneness of life. You know, we're still having fun, but it doesn't really compare, does it? Obviously, it's not going to compare to life on the road.
And I think our favourite country had to have been Sardinia.
Yeah. We're still working on a big compilation, montagey, love lettery type thing. That's taking a bit of work. So that'll be out soon, hopefully. We want to revisit a lot of the countries and maybe do some roundup videos and stuff like that. It's just getting round to it at the minute. It's really tricky.
We watched some of our footage and YouTube videos back from Sardinia the other day, like one after the other, and I don't think when we were there, we totally could soak in the beauty. Oh my God, it was amazing. Yeah. We got really emotional. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, sorry. We were quite jealous of ourselves. It was a bit surreal watching ourselves wake up in these beautiful places, and after a while it just became our lifestyle. So we knew it was special and we knew we'd feel this way afterwards, but it's hard to really take it in sometimes when you're there.
Yeah. Definitely.
And we were a bit concerned about living life through the lens, taking too many videos and pictures and stuff, but I think we found a really good balance, and I'm so glad we did, because there's little things you forget, and just looking at a picture can really bring back the emotions and
the stories that kind of like surround it.
Yeah, and we still kept a lot of stuff that happened to ourselves as well, so but we really enjoyed it, and we want to make more travel content, definitely. We really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Come on, lump. Oh, how's your head? So, some more common questions were about this little chap.
He is now 8 months old next week. He's doing rather well. He's come into his personality. Loads of questions about what breed he is, even in just day-to-day life, because he is a little boy. So he was advertised as a Jack Russell.
Well, a miniature Jack Russell.
Miniature Jack Russell.
But there's more than that going on. Apparently Jack Russells have to be 51% white.
Indeed.
I was told in a not a fan club that I joined, but a little Jack Russell group on Reddit, and I got sort of kicked out of there because I didn't know. So we were tempted to do a little doggy DNA test, which we might still do because we're curious ourselves. We might probably have guesses as to what sort of mix he is, because there's, you know, it looks like there could be some Chihuahua, some like Dachshund, Lancashire Heeler type of stuff. We're not entirely sure, so that'd be interesting.
Yeah, so I think we're going to do a doggy DNA test video, actually. We just got to order it and set some time aside to actually do it and send it off, and so.
People were asking about does Rufus like the van, and yeah, he really seemed to. I mean, he gets to spend all of his time with us, which I think he does really enjoy.
Yeah.
And he doesn't travel that well yet, but he's getting better.
Yeah, as a puppy was quite car sick really, so we've had to do some training with it and do some little journeys and little and often kind of thing to get him trained up. But we're off on a little holiday in the next couple of days, so we will see how we get on. But
he loves it. He likes to be outdoors. And I think he's really going to take to it quite well. And because of how small he is, the van is quite a big playground for him still. Somehow he can run up and down the middle aisle.
The gangway.
He likes to jump up on top of the kitchen unit, and he's got all this space. Or underneath the bed is another place he likes to go. So yeah, he does really enjoy the van, luckily. So as always, thank you very much for watching.
Yep, today's little update is for everyone that didn't manage to come to the show, that want a little update about what we're doing in life and what we're doing next, because we told a lot of people what we were going to be up to at the show, and I think we came home and felt a little bit guilty that you guys that couldn't come don't know.
But hopefully there will be, I know we've said this many times, more videos coming up in the future. We really do miss it, but likewise we're also very rusty at it.
Yeah. I think seeing so many people at the show that had so much lovely things to say, and about the editing, you had such lovely compliments on your editing and drone and stuff, that it's kind of reignited the fire in our belly to refilm, but it's all about having the time.
Yeah, which is just
impossible.
Just one of them,
it's taken 2 weeks to sit down and talk about the show that we went to.
Anyway, thank you very much for watching and sticking with us.
And we will see you in the next one. Keep safe and happy travels if you're managing to get away this summer. #staycation. See you later. We'll see you in the next one.